That was a fancy new introduction. I like that.
I
That
like
was
that, Logan.
nice. Well, welcome to
Little
Cult of
creepy laugh.
Collectors tonight. We have John, of course, from Low IQ Media. We have Charlie from the new and improved Charlie's Cinematic Universe. All new name change. I'm Jody with Stills Raising 4Ks. Tonight, our special guest is 4KDRAY. We will also be giving away. All you got to do is just throw it up in the chat that you'd like to be entered in the giveaway that we're going to do at the end of tonight's episode. And tonight we're going to be doing a brand new copy of the 4K of Matrix Resurrections. I don't know. We'll get everybody's thoughts on the film on that. But thank you all for joining, and thank you, Sir 4KDRAY, for being with us tonight. How's everybody doing this evening?
Yeah,
I'm
doing
doing
pretty
good.
good, man.
Doing all good.
Awesome.
What kind of got you into doing the battles? What got you started?
Yeah, I don't mind going into that story at all. So
Go for it.
I had been doing I'm going on year 7 of YouTube. Before I first started, I was on the verge of just wanting to stop. And I started really watching the Levels of Geeks podcast with Ken and Alex at the time. So seeing those guys going through like kind of the same thing I was going through, I wanted to give up. And then I was telling my wife that, I just want to do live stream. It's a lot easier than pre-recorded videos. So she pushed me. She was like, well, just go ahead and do that. So she ended up buying me a new computer and everything. So I had seen these battles over in another community. They did it in the shoe community, the sneaker community. So I was like, that looks pretty cool. I could probably bring that over some type of way over here. So I bought it over here. I said, this is like the last hurrah. If it doesn't work and the views don't start going up, then, that's the end of it. And we just kept going week to week. And, word of mouth just started spreading. More people started watching. First battle, it was AJ Reacts 2 in Mid-Level Media. We had 10 people there, and it just ballooned from there week after week.
That's awesome.
That's cool. Maybe one day we'll have to do a 4KDRAY collab with Cult of Collectors and do a little,
What, three-way
battle itself. Yeah, between the three of us.
Anytime, because
That'd be
right now,
crazy.
that's I'm trying to mix it up to keep it fresh. We're over a year into it now, so I don't want it to get stale. So I'm starting to take a week off. I'm not doing it every week anymore to try to keep it fresh, and I just want to continue to bring new people onto it so that we're not seeing the same people week after week, and then people start slowly drifting away from it.
Yeah.
I was lucky enough to be a part of it a few weeks ago. That was definitely
I watched
a lot of fun.
Yeah, Justin had a lot of fun too, he said.
Yeah. It's now that I finally did my own, I noticed why everybody really loves it so much. Being on the opposite side and how stressful it all can be. It was a lot of fun. I enjoy doing it.
Trying to read the comments.
Everybody's saying hello. We got Jared Runner, Jagata Blue, and Jerry Blue 7. Excuse me.
Nice.
Sorry, I'm trying to get all the wheels set up. I didn't realize.
You're fine.
Didn't realize we were having a giveaway. So.
Oh, it's cool.
So
it'll be toward the
end.
end.
What got you into collecting in general? Like, were you a small kid, or was it later in life? Like, what got you into it?
Yeah. So it started when I was probably around about maybe 10 years old. I had a friend when I moved. I met a guy. I used to go to his house all the time. His dad was a big collector. He was into the audio and visual side of things. So in their living room, they had, how everybody used to have the wall size cabinets and everything spanning across the entire wall. He had that full of VHSs, DVDs was coming in at the time. They had laser disc. I had no clue what laser disc was. I just figured it was expensive and I would never have it, but it was cool to me.
Talk to John.
So
John's our Laserdisc guy here.
Yeah.
I was always at their house. So, I used to go with him and his dad to Circuit City at the time. I think it was another store called Best or something like that. We used to go there a lot and he would buy movies all the time. So I was always be over there watching movies. So that's kind of how it started. And then, the theater came into play, going there every weekend. So then at that point in time, I started collecting myself little by little from being around them all the time. So my first movie I had ever purchased was Night of the Living Dead VHS.
Nice.
Nice.
Yeah, took me a while to see that movie, of course. Me, I got into movies at a really young age. When it came to collecting, though, I didn't really got into collecting until like my teens, basically. But I was always into movies, always watching them because we had like HBO, the movie channels, and of course we had movies, but it wasn't like a big collection. And I would say, as far as I can remember, of being 5 years old is when I got really kind of like hooked into movies, me personally.
Yeah, it sounded like my dad had the same kind of friend. I would go over to his apartment and he had a wall of VHS. And I was like, dang, how did you do that? But the VHS game, man, the VHS game was not a joke. There was, I mean, to get some of those movies sometimes,
Oh, yeah.
it was ridiculous. I remember going to a rental place. It was like a mom and pop rental place. And I wanted a copy of The New Nightmare. And it wasn't for sale to the public. And in order for them to get me just one VHS, it was going to cost me like $90-something.
Dang.
Because they were like, well, we bring them in bulk to rent. They're like, you can wait until we're like selling off some of them, and we'll just sell you one of the used ones. I think that's what it ended up doing, just waiting for them to get rid of some of the used ones. But yeah, the VHS game back in the day, that was no joke.
Yeah, no, I mean, like even before I first made that purchase, that was just my first purchase. But I used to go rent movies and had the dual head VHS and just would record them.
There you
Oh,
go.
yeah.
Tape. So you know, you can get two movies on one tape.
Yeah.
Time.
We had a family friend who did the same thing. And then she would record, give us the recorded copy, basically. And yeah, that's how I was able to see a lot of movies, too. Because she would get the ones that were like maybe 6-hour-long VHS tapes or 4 hours. It was one or the other where she was able to fit a few onto the actual cassette. So you had like 3 to 4 movies on one cassette.
Yep.
Yeah, there was like a 3 or 4 year gap where we lived maybe like 2 or 3 hours away from my grandparents. So on the weekends, my parents would bring me and my brother to their house, and you could literally jump the fence in their backyard, and there was a family-owned rental place. So I was always just going over there and renting movies and bringing them back. That's where I discovered Darkman. I remember finding Darkman over there, and then found out there was a sequel. I was like, "What's going on here?" That was some awesome times back then. I love doing that crap. I miss rental places.
Yeah, because I had Blockbuster on one side of the shopping center, and then movie. I think it was Movie Stop on the other side.
Yeah.
So.
The mom and pops are always the best, though, for some reason.
They were.
Blockbuster was okay, but it was never as good as just the little independent ones.
Yep.
We
always had better selection. You know?
Yeah, we had one down the road. I think it was the one that priced out that New Nightmare VHS, but eventually they went out of business, and the business was called Video Express. And then they went out of business and they replaced it with an adult video store, and all they did was add 2 X's to Express and just kept the name. And so they just, I was like, that was some lazy shit, guys. Come on.
Yeah.
Yeah, we had one video place on another side of town where you could find a bunch of the horror, especially like the B horror stuff. You could find plenty of that there.
Yeah. There was a mom and pops here pretty local that just went under like within the past 3 or 4 years. They were open all this time. They finally had to close their doors.
How many of those stores as a kid you remember as a kid? I remember in the 80s, they all had the adult room.
Yep.
Yeah.
There used to be one in the back of my local Dairy Queen. And that's some weird shit, man. That's some weird shit. It was a Dairy Queen franchise owned by some dude, and in the back of it was an adult video section. I was like, really? Ice cream and porn? Crazy. Okay, cool. It's some weird shit.
I guess there's some correlations there somewhere.
I guess so. I guess everybody's into everything. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
But have y'all got anything new this week? Anything, whether it be a new release or maybe just something that you ordered and finally got into your collection?
Yeah, I got a couple that came in. Thanks to Best Buy with those Steelbook restocks.
Yeah,
I did pick up the RAND 4K T2 4K and Cinema Master sent me over Eternals.
Oh, nice. I was finally able to get Zavi finally sent me their edition for Green Mile. It came with the same steelbook that Best Buy had, but they put it in this full slip that is really awesome.
Nice.
Yeah, I saw that steelbook at Best Buy sold out so fast, and everybody just started having a fit over it. I was like, "Dang, what's everybody doing?" I wasn't expecting that.
Yeah, the steelbook game is crazy. I never quite understood it, but now that I'm talking to like Movie Hunter 2020, Jagoda Blue, Jerry, all those guys, like they're heavy into steelbooks. So I never really too much cared. For me, it was always all about the disc. Now I'm starting to get more into, oh, I want that slipcover, I want that steelbook.
Yeah.
Did anybody get this?
Oh,
I didn't get that edition. I got the Arrow. I haven't even opened it yet. I got the Arrow limited edition that was over in the UK only. They actually put the original title of it on the box, but it's one of their thick ones too.
Well, it's funny because
that one was put out by
Synapse.
Yeah, that's right.
Synapse Films. Yeah, because this is the case inside of it.
Yeah.
And it's funny because it does have reversible artwork. Here, I'll show you.
I still need to crack mine open. It's still in the plastic. Oh yeah, I always love that cover. That was a cool cover. That's the art Arrow used on the old Blu-ray steelbook. That's a good.
I'm surprised Arrow didn't put this one out.
They didn't get very much this week myself.
Well, I mean, as a 4K.
Yeah. They did.
They did?
Yeah. Well, that edition I just showed you was the 4K. That was the direct from Arrow edition. But then you could get here in the U.S. Those. It's still like the limited. I ordered mine. Mine hasn't come in yet. But yeah, it's got the 4K. They did the booklet and everything.
I did not know they did that because I tried looking on their website and nothing popped up for it.
Maybe it's sold out. I don't know. As soon as it hit, I pre-ordered it.
Yeah, because when I made my video earlier, I was talking about movies that I recently picked up. I don't know if you watched it yet because I know I sent it to you.
Yeah.
But this was one of the pickups, and I was like, oh, what was it? Shout Factory? Was it Arrow? And then, of course, when I went to go look it up as I'm editing, it said Synapse Films. And I'm like, that kind of threw me for a loop because I'm like, I don't really know that, company. And
I got a handful of their releases. They do a good job.
Their packaging is cool. It's kind of like Arrow's.
Yeah, I like Arrow's packaging.
Yeah, so far they're probably one of the best.
I was about to say, does anybody have like a favorite box set of Arrow?
Oh God, mine is probably the House box set. Either that or the Hellraiser.
I want the House. I want
the
House.
The House box set was cool. Both their Donnie Darkos, both the old Blu-ray and the newer 4K. Both those boxes.
Well, I got the 4K, but I didn't get the original Blu-ray one, which is good because then I would have had a double dip, and I don't usually double dip.
I had to on that one. Both those releases were too good looking.
Sometimes I do double dip. Just it depends on the movie,
Yeah.
So
Yep.
I have like 2 steelbooks of what was it? I'm blanking on the name right now, but Goonies and Beetlejuice.
Yep. I got way too many editions of Goonies. It's embarrassing.
Is it safe to say that one's your favorite movie?
Probably. I mean,
or Explorers. Yeah. I would say one of the two.
I mean, if you were to look at my collection, you would say Goonies because I've got too many editions of Goonies. But you either say Goonies or Joker because that's probably the 2 movies that I have way too many editions of.
Yeah, because Explorers, you only got like that custom-made steelbook.
I've got the custom, and then Shout did a slipcover.
Yeah, I got that one.
Yeah. There needs to be.
Oh, when that came out, I was so happy.
I was too. That was a great.
Because I didn't have it in my collection anyway, so I was like, hell yes, I'm so getting that. I need to get the Godfather.
Oh yeah, that new one.
Mm-hmm.
What was it that you were fixing to show, John? That you got?
I didn't get any. Well, I did get one movie, but the only thing I got this week that's just came out this week was the Brooklyn Nine-Nine.
Oh yeah, I saw your post on that. That was a good looking box set.
Yeah,
That's
it's not
Blu-ray?
bad. Yeah. It's the all
Nice.
season.
I like when they give each season. I don't like it when they try to just compact the hell out of a series.
Yeah, like those big ass book things.
Yeah.
I think Power Rangers did it. The Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles old 80s/90s cartoon.
Right.
Who else did that? Oh, they did it to Martin, the show Martin, because it used to be individual cases,
Yes. Yep.
and
Yeah.
they condensed it.
Yeah. I prefer give each season its own case. I really do like that.
No, Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, I think that deserves an update on Blu-ray.
That'd be cool. That's a
It'd be
HBO
nice.
Max deal now, though, isn't it?
Yeah.
It is on HBO Max, yes.
Yeah, they'll never do it. He's like, no,
No,
give us
they
the
probably won't.
monthly, give us the monthly money.
Yep.
And we'll
I
talk
have
about it.
noticed the restoration on HBO Max is actually a lot better than when Hulu had it.
Oh, really?
hmm Especially watching Full House, it actually looked a lot better.
That's cool.
hmm
No.
That's 4KDRAY. Were you ever a fan of like old '90s show lineup called TGIF?
Oh yeah, definitely. Yep.
Yeah. Any particular show that was your
Bad.
favorite watching from the lineup?
No favorite. They were all the same. I liked what was Full House, Step by Step. What was it? Perfect Strangers with Balky, and I
Yeah.
like that.
Family
Yeah.
Family
Matters
Matters. Yeah, all of it was pretty much the same.
or Dinosaurs.
Rock-
I'm the baby.
Yep,
Gotta love me.
dinosaurs. Yep.
Oh, I love that show. Man, I miss that
love
show.
that. I thought I had the entire series, but apparently there was more than 2 or 3, I think.
Wasn't there a really nice Blu-ray set put out for that at one time?
There could have been. I don't know. I've never seen it. If it's out there,
wanting to say it
super
is.
rare.
Yeah, I really want to say I've seen that. I may be making that. Maybe that was a dream. I'm not sure.
Another pickup I got this week was the original actual score to the 1995 Mortal Kombat movie.
That's cool.
And I mean the actual score, not the soundtrack where it's like, different songs of artists.
Yeah.
It's the actual score. So
You get the dun 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 dun. You got that?
no, this ain't on there.
It's not on there.
No, it's not a part of the score.
Oh, I thought it would be. I don't remember
You would
words being in
think.
that. I don't remember words. I remember like they had like the guy in the background saying "finish him" and stuff like that.
Okay.
But there was no like. That would be cool. That'd be cool to have that.
Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah, because I grabbed some stuff to show what I had gotten this week, but I didn't grab everything because I didn't want to spoil everything from my previous video that I just now put up.
Right.
Because this one was also a new pickup.
Yes.
Got it from eBay, and it is the Australian version, and it does play. I watched it. It's definitely an upgrade from the DVD, but it is heavy grain. If anybody has a problem with grain, don't buy it.
I need to watch. I've got the edition Nova put out. I wonder if it's the same transfer or if it's a different transfer.
It's a standard 1080p.
Really?
Yeah.
I always liked that movie.
Can't remember.
Yeah, that was a good one.
Yeah.
Oh, it's one of my favorites. I watched it last night, and I thought I was just going to skim through it. No, I sat down and watched it. And,
You got sucked in.
I did. And I love the music to the movie, too. So I enjoy that. They don't sell that as a CD or even vinyl at all, so you can't buy it, which sucks.
Ah.
But this one does have a score and does have a soundtrack.
Oh, yeah. That's good.
I got the standalone, so I did miss out on the box set.
Oh, you gotta get that limited box, man. It was too good looking.
I know, but they didn't have it anymore.
Did you ever see the old Steelbook that Zavi did back in the day for that movie? Have
I
shown
don't know
you
if
that
I saw
before?
the Zavi version, no.
It's like it's very, very
Huh.
simple.
Yeah, I haven't seen that one either.
And then you can flip it and it just does the opposite. It's super
That's
simple,
kinda,
but I really like it.
I don't know if I
You-
dig it.
You're not digging it?
No.
And you can't really see on here, like the red has got like a almost like a denim pattern.
Mm-hmm.
Like if you like really get close to some denim, and then the white is actually like dirty. So it's not like this crisp image.
If you can take a really good picture of it and send it to me, I'll take a
I'll
look at
try.
it.
I'll try. But yeah, that was one of those Zavvi UKs way back in the day.
Huh.
So 4K, what steelbooks have you got recently? You said you just now kind of got into collecting steelbooks, or at least for the past several months. But
Yeah, it's like ever
what?
since I say the timeline that I really started pushing was when, Lionsgate's been killing it. So once they first came out with that American Psycho, that's when I really started paying attention
Right.
and wanting to pick up more of them. Some of the stuff they come out with that's kind of like that double dip type stuff, I haven't picked up, like your Hacksaw Ridge, Requiem. I
Mhm.
pass on stuff like that. But if I don't already own it, then I've forgotten it.
Yeah, see, I kind of do the same thing. If I already have it, don't really need to get another thing of it because because then you're just overdoing it, in my opinion. But there will be certain titles that I know I'm gonna be like, ooh, I would actually like that, but for collection reason more than say viewing.
Right.
Yeah, I'll usually just kind of, if it's got a steelbook, it's probably going to win. I'm probably going to get the steelbook over the slipcover. But like a lot of these films, have had Blu-ray steelbooks already, and now they're reintroducing 4K steelbooks. And for the most part, the 4Ks have been better looking, so I've been upgrading. But there's some that I honestly think the older Blu-ray steelbooks are better looking than the newer 4Ks. So I'll get the 4K disc on sale in the future and just swap them out.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
I mean,
And
easy.
It's actually helping collectors that have been searching for older Blu-ray steelbooks, because when they're introducing these new 4K steelbooks, those prices are dropping.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
I actually just made a TikTok. Somebody asked to see the True Romance, and Arrow just did that last year. They did a 4K. They did a steelbook and a regular. That old school, just black matte finish True Romance steelbook used to go for stupid money. But ever since Arrow released that 4K, it's down to like regular, like $20-$30 now. So it's really helping people that are either just getting into it or those that have been holding off, waiting to find deals on older editions.
Yes. I'm
I'm
always trying to find deals.
Yeah, that's how I did the Spider-Man into the Spider-Verse. I had to make my own 4K steelbook because I think it only came out in Blu-ray. The steelbook.
Yeah.
To get a 4K steelbook, you had to go overseas, and there was like 3 different steelbooks made for that movie. I thought the one that we got here was okay. There was one that came out I really like. I don't remember if I have that edition, but I thought the artwork, it was just really cool artwork.
Because I know you have some custom steelbooks getting ready to be shipped soon, right?
Hopefully.
Well, he said he was going to finish them up when I was talking to him.
Yeah, he's a busy man.
Well, he said that he does it every year, where he takes like a break and then comes back after a while.
Oh yeah, I probably took last year I took a pretty big break from ordering from him just because I was poor. So, but
do you want to say how much one costs from him?
Well,
I think that's a question a lot of people be wondering when they see stuff like that, and even the slip covers, because they never post the price.
Nice.
And I think people be scared to ask them or inquire anything because they're like, oh, they never put the price, so it's probably too much.
And some of them,
that's a nice steelbook.
Yeah, John, that's the Best Buy one that we got. I like that art. It looked a lot better in person than it did in pictures. I will say that.
Yeah.
Let me go back because my guy that I use, he's in
Italy.
I always forget that he's in Italy, and so shipping. If you were to just order one, you would sit there and go, "That shipping is dumb."
It's way too high. Yeah.
So I normally order at least 4 at a time. Because the shipping's the same. So why not get more in there? Let me see if I can find. Where are you? The only reason I hate giving prices is because one, especially this time and age, prices are going to go up.
Going up. Yeah.
Yeah. His material cost is fixing to go up. I'm pretty sure this last order that I put in is probably going to be the last time I'm going to get this price. I cannot find it on my PayPal history, but to ballpark it, the last order I ordered, I'm really wanting to say it was 4 total, and it came to like $250. So divide that by 4, and then that includes shipping. So
Right.
it really, I mean, when you bundle it like that, especially because of the shipping, it's not bad. And for his quality of work, I think it's totally worth it.
Yeah.
I've seen others. I'm not down with this whole adhesive. I've got a couple. Some people just put an adhesive on a steelbook, whether it be a water adhesive or a high gloss adhesive. They look cool from far away, but then when you really start getting up on them and studying them, it just doesn't hold a candle to his work. And they charge just as much, if not sometimes more.
Oh yeah. Like the one that I had made for me, the Crow.
Did they ever show you guys
I mean, I have it
this?
in a protector, but
They were
yeah. Oh, what's that?
Oh
one?
yeah,
Iron Man. Nice.
yeah. That came from
that trilogy.
That's the
Yeah.
custom one.
It's trilogy,
Yeah.
but it's
like
wasn't it
think
from
it's-
France? Is it France? Or is
might
that
be
German?
Ukraine. Yeah, I don't know. I think it's. But
That's
it's just
German.
stacked. Like
Yeah,
that.
it's that's from the DE.
I've thought about getting the Neverending Story 4K from the German Amazon.
I do like that steelbook. I
You
wish.
guys hear me?
I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
I wish it wouldn't have. I wish it didn't have the German title on the front of it. But I do like that.
Yeah.
Steelbook. I mean, I get it. It's exclusive to Germany. So I mean, what are you gonna do?
Exactly. We were supposed to get a US. Don't know what happened.
I don't either. I'm hoping it happens because that would be awesome.
Oh yeah. Or the Princess Bride. That's in 4K over there too.
Oh yeah. And it needs a better release because the one it got here was awful. It was awful. That steelbook. Everybody looked handicapped on the cover of that steelbook.
Do you have it?
Oh god, yeah. It looked so bad. I had a custom slipcover made for it. That's how bad it looked. I was like, I can't look at that anymore. Let me get it out.
Get out of the case.
It's just this cover is awful. Can y'all see that? Look at that. Look at those people.
Uh-huh.
What's going on with their faces? I mean, the back's cool. You get the classic image. That's fine.
Nice.
But I had my slip cover girl. She made this cover for me.
Nice. I like that. That would have been cool as a steelbook by itself, that cover.
I think so. I don't know. Fingers crossed. Maybe we'll get it when they do a 4K.
Lionsgate, do some magic.
Oh, that'd be awesome. You know what? That is a Lionsgate title.
Is it?
Yes, it is.
Oh, there you go.
Holy shit. Yeah, I wish I could get a secret list from Lionsgate just to have a titles list of what they're going to be working on.
Right.
Yeah.
That would just be great to see.
Yeah, that would be great. You don't have to show me the art or anything like that. Just let me know what we're anticipating.
Yeah, you've already proven that you know what you're doing.
Yeah.
Yes.
So just give me a title list. That's all
I'm just wondering how they make them, so then that way I know how to make them.
Right.
Save some fucking money. No.
That'd be great.
Okay with your
Sorry about
headphones,
that.
John?
Yeah, everything went haywire all of a sudden. Everything shut down for some reason.
I
I'm
know
trying
you
to-
were checking them.
I'm trying to glance over here in the chat. We've been chatting and missing chats. It's just it's a hot mess over here.
Well, it's a lot of chatting going on amongst themselves.
Oh, is it? All right, cool.
I haven't been posting everything.
Well, for those that are here in the chat, just a little reminder, we will be doing a giveaway at the end of the show for the 4K edition of the new Matrix film. It's brand new. You're not getting the used copy. Just mention in the chat that you want in, or just stick around. I'm sure John will throw you in there if your name pops up.
Just stick around. That's all you got to do.
Just stick around. Throw us some questions that we could talk about. That's always fun too. I like it when you guys show up and participate.
Like, how does everybody feel about me changing my YouTube name? You guys like it?
Let's take a vote
All
right
right.
here, right now.
Hey, that's it. Yes. The people that are joining us right now, take a vote. Who says Raging Entertainment or Charlie Cinematic Universe, aka the CCU.
Let me see. I like both, but the Raging Entertainment, it sounds more like it's going towards music.
See, yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Yeah. But wasn't it? I mean, at one time, your channel, you were doing music stuff like back in the day. Like you were doing a mixture of both.
Technically, yeah.
Yeah.
Kind
remember
of.
seeing
I
some
mean,
music
originally
posts.
it was just a YouTube channel that I had in general so I could watch videos.
Yeah.
And then I had posted some old band videos, when I was with my band at the time. And there's like one video of my mom's dog playing with my son's little robot car. And, it was just random stuff at first, and then decided to do something with it. And they're still on there.
I just need to post some videos on mine. That's all I need to do.
Yes, you do.
I'm slacking, guys. God. I got sucked into this TikTok shit, man. I swear to God.
I was about to say, yeah, you do more TikTok than YouTube.
I started the TikTok and I started getting questions like crazy. I started getting followers out of nowhere. I'm like, okay, apparently this is turning into something. So
well, why
by the
don't
time
you
I'm
turn
done with
your
that,
YouTube into your shorts as well?
I probably should just move them over there. I've
A
got
lot of
ideas.
people do it.
I know. I've got ideas for some videos. It's just a matter of sitting down and actually filming them. Like I got an idea. I want to do a Manta Lab video because I've got all the Manta Lab releases that I want. There are a handful I don't have, but I've reached out to my contact with Manta Lab, and I was really wanting to get him to give me some sort of history of Manta Lab that I could voice over and kind of read during the video, showing off the editions. And he said he's going to do it, so it's just a matter of him getting that to me. So there, I've got all these video ideas, but there's like little pieces that I still need before I can actually make the video.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, once you do it, I'll definitely support and watch. So,
Dakota Blue is wondering what releases would everybody like to see this year?
I know I want the Lost Boys 4K for sure.
Definitely, that's number one on the list.
That's going to be a good one. That's going to be a good one.
I'm excited for that one. As far as theater wise, too much shit got pushed back, so I don't know how I feel anymore.
If they ever give us Heat, which I'm not sure.
That too.
Disney doesn't do a very good job with some of their releases.
I don't know what's going on with that.
Like Roger Rabbit surprisingly actually turned out good.
Yeah.
I didn't really think I didn't think the transfer was that amazing on it myself.
Well, I'm sure it could have been better. Regardless, there are certain films where I'll say that could be better.
You can't really do much with it because the animation's kind of locked into standard definition.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
You can't really upgrade it.
Well, I know that I messed with the filters on my TV to mess with the color balance. Because I messed with the standard, I messed with the vivid, the gaming one, and sports, and then there's one that says theater, energy saving. I always check them to see which one fits it better to help the movie look better.
Yeah, because at the end of it, it's all about, everybody's eyes aren't the same. So they say movie or, cinema or anything like that is always the best. But sometimes to me, it doesn't make the color pop. And you might get like that kind of like a darker tone, brownish tone to it. So, it all depends. I know some people that use vivid mode. I'm shocked.
No.
So I'm like, oh no, but they like it.
So what YouTubers do you personally watch when it comes to movie collecting?
Collecting, usually I watch Mid-Level Media, all the guys that are here, Jagoda Blue, Ben Buster, Kal-El, 4K Media Guy. It's so many people. Martinez Joe, Mr. Nichols. I try to watch everybody. Sometimes it becomes a bit
cool,
too much,
duder.
especially I'm gonna be honest, the bigger stuff I don't really watch.
Huh.
So people
like
like
even
Cool
what movie
Duder,
one you don't
Wet
watch
Movie
is either.
One, Movie Guy 365 Films at Home. I don't watch any of that stuff.
Huh. Nope. Interesting. because they were the first ones I actually came across on YouTube in general. Because I didn't even know about the movie collecting community possibly being videos on YouTube. And then when I came across, I think it might have been Films at Home first. Then I came across What Movie One, and then Durant Cinema. And then with Durant, he kind of introduced me to other people by having them on his channel.
Yeah, I see some of Durant stuff. When I first started, for me, the people I saw was Talk Movies With Us, Brass Tacks, Logan Toxic, and there was another one some of us had just talked about the other day. I forget his name.
Do you like Blu-ray Dan?
Yeah, I've seen his stuff too. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm subscribed to him, and I actually asked him if he wouldn't mind being a part of one of our shows sometime. So I'm waiting to hear back, see if he's down.
Nice.
Because that'd be
I know
cool.
he's talked to me once. He's watched the battles. He messaged me one time, was like, hey, it's a pretty cool idea. I like what you're doing with the community, bringing a lot of new faces and everything like that. So I'm hoping maybe one day he'll message me again and be like, hey, I'll come on.
Yeah, we've had Durant on this show before. Yeah, because we had him on when it was still John's channel, because we were using his channel to do these live streams. And then we had all talked about the idea of just having a shared YouTube channel. But if you really think about it, I mean, it's technically John's, but he does let us have access. And I notice I don't really do much with it editing-wise. He's gotten really good at it, and he's the one who actually created my intro for my videos.
Nice.
John's the man.
Yeah, John, you definitely have grown as a creator for sure.
Yeah, I'm getting there. I like the technical side of things more than I'm not much of an on-screen presence, so I just have fun doing it. So I like the editing and all that part of it more than I do really like to do the presenting stuff. That's why I kind of sit back and let you guys. I like to produce the show and kind of sit back and let you guys roll with it.
It's cool.
I don't have the gift of gab.
But when you chime in, you chime in with nuggets of wisdom.
Yes, you do.
I'm sorry I missed my dinner time, so I'm going to be eating during this.
When it comes
and
to YouTube,
I in no way endorse any sort of
is that Kentucky
local fast food in any way.
Are you
may or may not sell chicken?
Did you try any of the fake chicken nuggets they had out there for a while?
No,
the Impossible.
I don't even know if mine had it.
They were good. Yeah,
I
tried them. I liked them. Yeah.
I'll be honest with you. I rarely eat Kentucky Fried Chicken. We were just sitting around and debating what the hell to eat, and this popped up, so I got some.
I'm no means a vegetarian or anything, but some of the faux chickens are actually pretty good. It's kind of weird.
They got a deep fried burger right now.
Yes,
hell!
I've seen videos of it, but the one I have next to me does not do it.
Oh, John, I wanted to show you this. Oh shit! Hang on, I made a mess.
Popeyes is one of my favorites. So as far as fast food chicken,
the one next to me is not that great.
Yeah, some people are like that. They're kind of the ones around here are really good. The closest one I have is in Lexington, but back in the day, probably about 10 or 15 years ago, there was 2 locations, and they shut down, and they were kind of like that. They just were kind of mediocre. And then all the new locations that's opened back up, they're like really good. I don't know if they have good regional management or something, but it's always fresh. It's always really good. So I have good luck out of them.
John, did you get this box set from Arrow? This Lies and Deceit box set?
Mm-mm.
You know anything about that?
I
don't either.
What's the movies on there?
What do we got? This is all in French. I just want to be upfront about it right now. It's all in French. So that one does say Betty. I can read Betty.
What's filmmakers? Is it tied to a filmmaker or is
Yeah,
it
it's
just,
5 films by. Is that Claude Chabrol? Chabrol.
Yeah,
Shibro.
I don't know a lot
Shibro.
about it.
It's a good looking set.
If Mike's still around here with Dag Films, he might know a little bit about him, but I don't know a lot about him
I don't either.
personally.
But it showed up, so there it is.
When it gets into
There you go.
foreign film, I get kind of murky. I know some of the big names, you know,
Yeah.
but I don't know a lot of kind of mid-range filmmakers. It's just
I don't do a
gets-
lot of foreign films.
there's too many American-made films to keep up to go back and watch. It's hard to hit a lot of the foreign film.
Yeah. I mean, I know that The Seventh Seal is supposed to be coming to 4K, and I know it's a foreign film, but it's hard for me to watch foreign films in general because of trying to pay attention
Yes.
to the words as well as what's happening on the screen. Like, my eyes apparently are just not able to comprehend both at once.
Yeah,
so
I can't do subtitles. I don't understand. I didn't realize it was such a big like thing. I don't understand why people are just having subtitles on to have subtitles on.
yeah,
Why?
well, hard of hearing people who do watch.
Well, I get that,
movies.
but like people are just like straight up leaving subtitles on, and I don't understand it.
My son's mom does that.
They draw my attention away from what's happening.
Yeah, for me,
Exactly.
it's more that I don't know which movies are good, so I usually wait till somebody says, "Hey, this is really good. You should check it out." Because with foreign, you just never know.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, because they're a hit and miss. Like, I know that Run Lola Run, I think, is a German film, isn't it?
Yeah, I can't remember who. I can't try and think who made that.
Yeah, because honestly, looking at so everybody had been talking about that show on Netflix. All of Us Are Dead. I started binging that yesterday, and now I wish I wouldn't have started it in English. I wish I'd have did it with the subtitles.
Oh,
Yeah.
does it have like really bad overdubbing? Is that what I heard?
Yeah, it's not the best.
Kind of like Godzilla movies in the day.
Oh, those are hilarious. I love watching
Some of
that.
those are bad.
Hey, I still need to get that Criterion booklet that they got of Godzilla. I mean, the Showa era. That's what it's called. Sorry.
That's a big
I
ass
need
book.
to get that.
That's a good one.
Do you have it?
No, but John showed it off before. It's huge.
I know he's got it. But you don't have
Where
it?
the hell am I going to put that thing? Where am I going to put that?
Yeah,
Oh, no. You're imaginative. Come on.
Yeah, that's
My
German.
my
Run
top
Lola Run.
shelf where big shit goes is full. I don't know what to do anymore.
Put it in the living room if you got one.
Oh shit. That's where my life size Baby Yoda is. I got no more room.
How big is the
Anyway.
life-size Baby Yoda? It should have been like.
It's life size.
It should only be. That's life size, you know.
It's like I don't know. It's like 3 feet maybe. He's
Three
adorable.
feet.
Like a full-grown Baby Yoda is only about this tall. Really.
That's true. Full grown Baby Yoda comes up to my waist. I think.
About 3 feet tall or something. That's what Yoda was when he about 3 feet.
I don't know. He's a good size. He's got his little jacket and shit on. Fun
I
fact: you
still
can
find
dress
it
him up
funny
for
that
holiday.
we all know his name. We all know his name. But
Yeah,
still
but
call him
it's-
Baby Yoda.
It's better to call him Baby Yoda.
Well, I don't know, 4KDRAY. Do you know the name of Baby Yoda?
I don't. I'm not much of a Star Wars person.
Okay.
Oh wow!
Oh. Grogu.
Interesting.
Yeah, I knew it was something
Yeah,
with the G.
Grogu.
Yeah.
Oh, someone said it?
Yeah,
No, Gregorio.
yeah. Goo.
I still haven't even watched the last series that was out. What was it, Boba Fett? Heard it wasn't that great, so I haven't been.
I haven't watched it either. All I know is that like the first 4 episodes aren't that good, but then
Yeah.
once
They
Boba
say the
Fett
last
goes
two,
away,
once he's not even there.
once Boba Fett's out of it, the show gets great. Is what I heard.
Yeah.
It becomes
Well, yeah, 'cause,
Mandalorian
like-
season 3.
Well, check this out. Like, if I remember correctly, everybody was more excited for the one with the Mandalorian because he came back, but it was still his own episode.
Yeah.
Like no boba, no nothing.
It's weird.
So it was one of those. So it's the Mandalorian again, even though it was still called Book of Boba.
I definitely want. I want to watch it because I know there's all these Disney Plus Star Wars shit. They're just giving us little drops of Easter eggs for things in the future. So if I don't
Like
watch
Kenobi.
it, if I don't watch it, I'm super excited for Obi-Wan show. That's
that
gonna
one
be awesome.
I will definitely watch.
Mainly because I want to see an angry, kick-ass Darth Vader, like we got 5 minutes of at the end of Rogue One, and that's what we're supposed to be getting in Obi-Wan. We're supposed to be getting an angry, powerful Darth Vader.
That's what I would.
And it's supposed to be Hayden Christensen, right? To play it again.
Yep, he's back in the suit.
Damn,
So I'm excited for that.
that is interesting.
Man, my dog
I'm
is
kind of
eyeballing
anxious
me
to
in this
see that.
chicken. You're not getting
What?
any.
Your dog.
Oh yeah, he's just looking at me.
Eh.
He can't have chicken.
See, I mean, I hear they can't have corn. They can't have chocolate.
My dog's got he overproduces protein.
Oh,
So
really?
he has to eat a special food. If he eats meat, he'll just like all this shit happens to his bladder. It's insane. Like we got him. He came to us defective. So we had to figure out what the problem was. And it took quite a few vet visits. But we finally figured it out.
What a country you live in when even your pets have eating disorders.
Yeah, I know, right? we figured
Even
it
my
out,
dog's got glaucoma.
man. Something's wrong with him.
Well, our dog is diabetic, but that's because my parents fucking fed him from the table, and I begged them not to. They did that to another dog, fed him from the table. She was all right, but the new dog, I was like, do not feed him from the table. Put him in the laundry room or something while we're eating, and you put his food in there, and train him not to beg at the table. They wouldn't shut up until he's a diabetic, and now they pretty much, it's like, oh, it's not really our fault. He might just have, no, you fed him from the fucking table. That's why he's a diabetic.
Yeah, I mean, I know my cats, because I only have cats. I don't have any dogs right now, but I do want a dog, but I've been trying to think of like what type of dog I would like to have. I like dogs in general, but I do have a favorite breed, the Doberman Pinscher. Doesn't mean I'm going to get it, but it's my favorite breed, and of course I would like to. And I also don't mind having a lap dog, just a small little lap dog, chills and hangs out with me while, like, say, sitting in a chair or something like that, or hell, even just laying in bed, it lays on your lap, or even just right beside you.
My dog thinks he's a lap dog, but he's like 60
So do baby
pounds
elephants.
of muscle. He's
some
my
of
dream
the-
dog, but he's a pain in the ass.
Yeah, some of the chat, they were talking earlier about watching movies with subtitles. I enjoy that as well. I just wanted to jump in there because we kind of got behind on that. But what I enjoy watching with subtitles, I always like watching anime with subtitles for some reason. I like hearing the Japanese voice actors for some reason.
Yeah.
But here lately, like where my vision's not as good as it used to be, I tend to just switch over to the English. And I think some of the newer stuff that's come out in the last several years, some of those translations have been pretty good. The voice acting's been better, but some of the older stuff is the voice acting sometimes just terrible in the English translation. So I just tend to generally stick with the Japanese and watch the subtitles. So.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Anybody here got a favorite genre?
Me mostly action, crime thrillers.
Okay. Like, say, do you like the Bad Boy movies?
Yeah.
You do. Okay. Lethal Weapon, because that's action.
Yeah. We need those 4Ks bad.
Yes, we do. We need the rest of the Die Hard series too in 4K.
Yeah, we've got they've been available streaming for a while. I don't know why we don't have them.
No, I know. I mean, hell, even Bill and Ted, like the Bogus Journey, that's available in digital, but it's not physical. That kind of sucks. It's like, why are you doing it digitally? Give it to us too.
That one was weird because they gave us part 1 when part 3 came out. So I don't understand why they didn't give us both.
Did you guys talk about maybe a week or two ago about the possibility of putting out a Die Hard steelbook set? Somebody's talked about that. Be nice if they did that. I'm not saying they're
would be
going
cool.
to.
Oh,
So it'd be cool if they put out like the big steelbook set,
Yeah.
like Rocky, you know,
Yeah.
not Rocky, but
well, no,
Rambo.
I was saying, yeah, Rambo.
yeah.
I think it was me that brought it up, but I was talking about Rocky.
Oh,
Because
yeah,
I was saying,
we
like,
did have
if
a Rocky
they were to
conversation.
do that, you know, a 4K set, I want it to look like how the Rambo set looks, but of course, artwork from the movie.
Yeah.
Or movies, I should
that
say.
would be fine as well. But Die Hard would be cool. And
Yeah.
Die Hard,
everybody's
yes.
going to. Yeah.
I've got the older Blu-ray stills for Die Hard 1 through 4. Yeah. But when it came, and like all the artwork matches on the covers, but part 3, they didn't do a matching, which was really weird.
Hmm.
But it's a cool looking set. So yeah, to get an actual set with matching artwork would be really nice, especially in one of
Yeah.
those boxes.
I mean, there's a lot of movies in general that I want to see get 4Ks, whether it be action, comedy, adventure, sci-fi, whatever it may be. Even some TV shows I want to see, you know, possibly get that treatment, see how it looks, you know?
I know last week we briefly talked about the movie Freaked.
Oh, yeah.
And then afterwards, I think I put in our little group chat where I found somebody selling a decently
Yeah.
priced on Amazon for like $30-something.
Yeah.
I had to grab that thing. 'Cause
You
that's
did?
the best. That's the best price I've ever seen on that. So
Nice.
I think I forgot to order it. I pulled it up after you listed it, and then I forgot all about it.
but
Well, I
once
don't
it's
have
here,
an Amazon account, so I would have to do that if I want to get it within a 2-day period.
once it's here, somebody did totally like it's a BR. It's a Blu-ray burnt basically,
Oh,
but it beats buying it the actual Blu-ray release for the stupid amount of money that they're asking for right now.
You wait, so
So-
that one's a made to order?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, made on demand. I said that wrong.
Yeah.
Made on demand. Yeah, because I got that with Airheads.
Oh yeah.
It was but it didn't look like a Blu-ray when you watch it. It just looked like it was the DVD again.
Oh really?
Yeah,
I'm anxious.
so
I'm
that's
anxious
why
to
I
pop
was-
this one in. I haven't watched this one yet.
Because
But
that's
yeah,
why I
blatantly
got
says it.
skeptical with What's Eating Gilbert Grape, because the artwork and stuff just looks bland. It doesn't look like it. Not much care went into it. And watching the movie, I was like, okay, is this a DVD rip? You know, looking like a Blu-ray. And no, surprisingly, it was actually the Blu-ray. So it was a standard 1080p, but it did not get that 2K or 4K treatment. So, yeah. So I would say check it out for sure.
Yeah. I'll look at it. I hadn't popped it in yet. It came in the mail and I got super excited.
Because there's someone on eBay who does made on demands, and they do it for Dead Alive.
Oh yeah, I've seen him. He does good. He does a good job. He does a good artwork on everything.
Oh yeah, because he's I even found someone who is selling, if you guys know this title at all, a DVD of, oh my god, what's his name? Doogie Howser. You guys got to say the name. Come on.
Like the actor's name?
Neil,
That's how
Neil
it works.
Patrick
Patrick
Harris.
Thank you,
Patrick
yes.
Harris, Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
It was a young Neil Patrick Harris movie called Purple People Eater.
Oh yeah, I know. What you,
Oh yeah.
That I found someone actually has a DVD of it. And I've thought about getting it from him. Thought about it. I don't know if I'm gonna.
Is it
And I
a-
found a Red Sonja Blu-ray.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, I found it, but actually I think I shared it with you.
I think you did. I think I remember that.
Yeah, I think I shared it with you and I was like, look what I found.
Yeah.
Yeah. It looks like it's like a region B or whatever, which you would get in the UK.
Right.
At least that's what it looks like. But I was thinking of getting that, and I even saw that the guy had like Coneheads, Mario Brothers. You know, I was like, damn, I might have to, try this guy even more, because I was somewhat happy with the What's Eating Gilbert Grape. Like, it didn't look like horrible. The color grading was a lot better. You could actually see in the dark scenes, kind of thing.
So, so do all you guys feel the same about unauthorized Blu-rays? Like you don't mind it, as long as you can get your hands on it. If the studios aren't going to release it,
If somebody knows how to do it properly and actually give it a good, like, what would I call it? Like good treatment, just basically the best treatment that you can do for, any type of transfer, I'd be all for it because people can make business out of what other people are not making business out of.
Well,
Like custom steelbooks.
well, I mean, I don't. If it's not a proper transfer, I don't really have much interest in it, especially when you're upgrading from standard to high definition, just because just a general guy on the street can't do a transfer like that. Because have you ever seen the machine that actually transfers film? I mean,
No.
because see, that's the problem with early early Blu-rays is because it's the same problem you had with that movie you were talking about, how it didn't look very good. They did that early on. I don't think they actually did transfers. Sometimes I think they literally had like a computer program that upgraded it, and it wasn't an actual transfer. So there was a lot of Blu-rays that came out early on that I didn't think had very good transfers at all. They looked just like the DVD. They were just standard.
I'm sure there were some that were like that. Yeah, I'll agree with that for sure. Like earlier Blu-rays. Yeah.
Well, I'm not assuming nothing. I bought them.
Well, I didn't say you were assuming anything.
Stop it.
Yeah, but I don't have to assume. I bought a bunch that were like that. They just didn't look good back in the day.
Yeah, because I was definitely disappointed with the Airheads one. So if you see Airheads online as a Blu-ray on eBay, do not grab it.
That's a shame because that'd be a good movie to have on Blu-ray.
I know. The only way you can get it authentic is actually through Amazon, but it's from someone who was asking for a lot of money.
Oh, I'm sure.
And I am not that kind of person to spend that type of money.
4K, do you have any you got any kind of interesting shows coming up that or what I was going to kind of ask you, what do you have any kind of specialty shows you got coming up with the battle? Anything interesting that you want to talk about?
yeah. This Thursday coming up, I've got the first tag team battle, so that's going to be pretty interesting.
Ooh.
Got Jagoda Blue 7 and Alex Thomas going up against Movies with Ryan and Ben Buster.
There you
It's gonna
go.
be a lot of fun.
Nice.
Is it
That's
too early
awesome.
to ask how that's going to work, or would you rather save that to explain during the show?
No, okay, I can explain it now. So they'll both be going head to head. So a person on each team will have different rounds. So someone will have 1, 3, 5, 7, 9. The other will have 2, 4, 6, 8.
I got you.
If the person going in round number 1 can't fulfill the question, they can tag.
Yeah.
But they only get one tag throughout the entire battle.
Oh,
so if you can't fulfill the question, then you got to make sure. Okay, now I'm sure I
deal or no deal
tag.
or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How does your questions work?
I come up with them, and if I have somebody on the panel, I give them specific rounds that they come up with their own question, or sometimes I might utilize the chat just to keep them more involved as well.
Mm-hmm.
That was probably the only difficult part when I was on there. I was trying to read the chat, like trying to read what kind of people were watching this and who was going to vote for what.
Mm-hmm.
Man, I pulled out some deep shit, man. And I pulled out some deep shit that I was like, oh, this is great. But the more the show went on, I was like, all right, I'm dealing with a lot of young people. That's cool.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's one of the
there was a
biggest
title
problems.
that you pulled out. Yeah.
Oh, the one that got me, because somebody said the greatest joke ever. The one that got me was when I pulled out Cocoon.
That's what it was.
I didn't win that round because he pulled out the title I was thinking about pulling out, which was Jaws, because it was the most obvious. Yeah. But I was like, it's too obvious. I got to do something. But after the round was over with, somebody was like, isn't that the movie with the old people taking baths? And I was like, yes. Yeah, basically. I mean, if you want to sum up the movie, yes. Yeah.
I love that movie. I mean,
I love it too.
Like another movie that I really like that has, I think, 2 of those actors from Cocoon is also in Batteries Not Included.
I love that movie too. That's one that I'm
That's a
hoping.
fun one.
I got a back in the day. I had a custom slipcover made for that when I was
Oh,
starting
nice.
to get it. Before I really got in heavy with the custom steelbooks, I
Mhm.
found a guy that did really cool slipcovers because I had the standard Blu-ray, but he did. Let me get it out of this case so it's not like shining. But that's definitely one that I wish would have a good steelbook. But I got this slipcover made for it. Just the classic old VHS pretty much thing for the cover. But then I found this piece of art for the back.
Nice.
He did great work. I only had one time where he sent me like a stack of them, and half of them, he had made them too tight, so the Blu-rays wouldn't slide in them very easily.
Mhm.
But he was cool. He reprinted them, and he was out of country, and he covered everything. I
It's funny
cannot
that
find
the
it anymore.
nicest people I've met have been overseas.
Yeah,
It's weird how that works. It's probably the same thing for them. They're like, wow, they're actually nicer than I thought, you know?
yeah. But he made a ton of stuff for me back when, like I said, before I found that custom steelbook guy. I was like, well, I at least want him to look a little cooler than just the Blu-ray sitting on the shelf. Give me a slipcover or something.
I've only done one custom steelbook and 2 custom slipcovers.
I found a new guy on Instagram that does slipcovers, and
A new
I'm gonna
guy.
order. Well, did you send me? Have we talked about that guy
I think
before?
I send you him.
You may have sent me him, but I think somebody else sent me him too. If it's the same dude, I forget his name right now, his handle name. But there's some shout factories that I didn't get the slipcovers for, and I'm gonna have him do some slipcovers for me.
I'm wondering if it's the same guy because
It
I know
probably
I
is.
showed you that I got the Tu Wong Fu slipcover that he was able to replicate from, like, say, Shout Factory, where it says
Yeah.
Shout Select on the bottom,
Yeah,
and Outsiders 4K.
yeah. It was probably the same guy.
Yeah, he does a good job. Like, don't get me wrong, it's just the slipcovers are not that cardboard feel. Just so you
No.
know.
No, they're not going to be. Yeah, I get that. As long as they're not, like printer paper. You know what I'm saying?
No, it's not thin ass paper. I can tell you that.
Try just a little bit for me. That's all I need because I'm too lazy to figure it out myself.
It's not bad at all. I mean, who was it? HD Movie Source, I think is the name. He went through the guy
Oh, okay.
for a Donnie Darko movie he had.
Yeah, I had another collector that follows me use this guy a long time ago, and he had a bunch of the Disney slipcovers made, and they arrived, and something was wrong with them. I can't remember what was wrong with them, but the guy ended up making all new ones for him and sent them. So he sent me the ones that were defective just so I could get an idea of the quality, and it was good work.
Hmm. Huh. Yeah, there's a guy I know. Some of you may know who he is, but the guy who called himself Geek Gab, who's now the Disc Father.
Chris Potter.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. Still throws me off. But oh my god, I'm losing my train of thought right now.
Why did he change his name? Because wasn't there a Geek Gab News? It's like
He
a
was Geek Gab.
mainstream?
At first, he was Geek Gab, then Geek Gab News, now the Disc Father.
I don't know if there was a reason behind it. I remember when he was asking people to give him name change ideas, but I didn't think he was going to go through with anything.
Yeah, because he had. At first, I thought he was trying to do it as like every week you guys get to choose a name for me. I thought he was doing something like that, and then he was like, "No, this is permanent." And I was like, "Huh, okay." Because what I thought I saw was a post that said, "I thought you were going to have people pick your name and you just do it for a little bit." He's like, "Nope." But I remember what I was going to say. He helps do concept artwork for Steelbooks and shares it with a guy on Instagram, like called Surgical Steelbooks or something
Yes,
like that.
that guy does amazing concept art. Oh my god.
Yeah, and I've chat with him a few times, and he wants to get a certain machine, but it's a lot of money, and he's struggling to get the thing to do it because he wants to get back into making Steelbooks again. It's just he doesn't have the funds to do it, to get the material and whatnot that he would need. Because he explained to me what he would be doing, and sounded amazing. To where it was nothing like what you and I got from the guy who made your Never-Ending Story in Micro.
Yeah, it would definitely be closer to what the guy does that I use from Italy. Yeah, it's like a $4,000 or $5,000 machine.
Hmm. Yeah, because he said it's a lot of money.
My only worry, because the guy I normally use, he's out of country doing his own thing, whatever. I don't know at what point do you cross the copyright line. At what point are you? Because I mean, you're not selling the movie. The movie's obviously not included, so you can't get in trouble for that. But at what point, by using these images and creating, you're making money off of licensed images.
Yeah.
So I don't know at what point the line gets crossed, or is there like a, okay, well, you've made X amount of money this year on this business, you're going to have to start paying something. I don't know. That's my only worry with these people.
Instead of them coming up with their own artwork, they're taking previous artwork and then just basically manipulating it.
Yeah, because like the girl that I use to make my slipcovers for my steelbooks, she will not do fan art. The only time she'll only use studio approved artwork that was put out for promotional use, and that's it. Because she used to just use whatever somebody sent her, and then one day I guess the artists themselves found her page and really just laid into her and like threatened her with lawsuits and shit.
Oh wow!
So she was like, okay, I'm just using studio, but I mean, but even using studio, I don't know. I don't know at what point that line gets crossed.
And then that's the thing about the slipcovers for me. The ones that I don't have, I want that actual art. I don't want like a secondary art that you snatched off.
Yeah,
online. I want that art.
Yeah. I get that.
Yeah, because the guy who made my Crow steelbook, he because when we were talking which movie I wanted to get one for, Labyrinth was one of the options because I didn't get that Best Buy exclusive, And I was like, well, can you make it look like that specific one? And he was like, I don't do copyright work, is what he said.
Yeah, I agree with that you shouldn't have, if you missed out on an edition, I don't think you should be able to reach out to these guys doing this amazing work and say, hey, make that exact steelbook.
Like, can you replicate? Yeah.
Yeah, that I get. And because, I mean, all that does is, especially if it's a steelbook that's worth a lot of money, all that's doing is putting
that opened door
fake ones out there in the market. Which shockingly, he did that to at least one that I know of, because there was a big conversation over on Reddit about it.
Yeah.
He posted on his page this one steelbook that is very hard to get, and he basically, I mean, from what I could tell, there wasn't any difference. But yeah, I apologize to the person that told me to shut my mouth because I'm putting that out there, and I just have questions, man. Nobody important's watching this. Nobody at Warner Brothers or Sony or anybody's watching this right now.
Could you imagine if they were though? And we're
some guy in a suit, like, wait, custom what? What?
Wait, what the hell?
How dare you?
We're gonna have to get this Joker. No pun intended.
Yeah.
Especially Warner Brothers executives.
Yeah.
Or hell, even Lionsgate.
There is some cool fan art out there. That's what I like about Cinemuseum, the premium label Cinemuseum. They'll actually go out and find artists. I mean, they license it from the artist directly. They're not stealing anything.
I think wasn't the T2 case a certain person from like Instagram?
Yeah. And but yeah, they're going out there, so they're putting out releases that nobody else is going to put out because they're getting the official license directly from the artist. Which is another awesome, that's why I'm really digging the whole Lionsgate situation. They're going out there and getting artists and saying, hey, we're going to release this movie. We don't want to use a theatrical poster again. We want to do something different.
Yeah. I mean, because I have the 8 Mile Blu-ray Steelbook, and it's so anticlimactic. No joke.
Yeah.
It's just basically a blue case with just yellow lettering, and that's about it.
Did you like
no
the
special
movie, though?
artwork on the inside?
Did you like the movie?
Oh, I enjoy the movie.
Well, that's all that matters.
That's true.
No matter if the artwork's made by Picasso.
No, I'm glad I have it. I'm not saying that I'm regretting the buy.
Go dig up Picasso and make him draw you a steelbook art, and it's still the movie, still the art.
You know what though? That'd be kind of cool.
Yeah.
I mean, hell, get Picasso himself to make you your, custom steelbooks.
About Salvador Dali.
Yeah, I agree
Still,
with Kal-El
but
Daly
so-
said. There's some fan art that kills the general art. So custom for me, yeah, I agree with that. Especially like
Yeah.
I don't know a lot of the the people that do the customs and stuff like that. But looking at some of the stuff far, it's like posters. That guy, what's his name? I think Boss Logic is his name. He does a lot of that
Yeah.
art. A lot of his posters are way cooler than some of what studios and sports companies put out. So
Mhm.
yeah, I definitely agree with that.
And what's
No.
weird is it like studio, or I guess not studio, but I mean, just take like for instance, like the Batman, like their official Instagram handle was sharing his art. So why aren't we using it when it's time to put out the release?
Oh, I know.
I don't know if it was his. They did use a couple of artists for promotional products, like posters at IMAX, like giveaways and shit.
Hmm.
But when it comes to the actual physical release, dude, hire them out, pay them some money.
Yeah.
Let's get that shit out there.
I think studios need to get into more of the custom collection sets, so to speak. And the reason why I say it like that, like example, Goonies, the one you got on Amazon where it comes and looks like a little treasure chest, right?
Yeah.
But what about an actual real treasure chest kind of thing? Of course, not like a real big ass one, but I mean enough to put on your, shelf. Have that. And then of course the memorabilia that you already get from it. Yeah, see. but where it's not cardboard like that, like an
Right,
actual
something
chest.
better material, yeah.
It'd be cool. It'd
Something
be cool.
sturdy.
I think, but that's going to come down to finding a production house out of country, because you can't make that badass shit here, unfortunately. At least not for cheap.
Well, no. Not unless you're, what's it called? The people who, I think it's called whittling with the wood.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Unless you know how to do that and know how to shape wood, you're
It's gonna
screwed.
be that's gonna be a limit to 5, just so everybody knows.
A limit to
Yeah.
5.
So go ahead and get on that pre-order list.
Oh, yeah.
Gonna be $200 down,
And then 500 later. No.
and 500 later.
But yeah, I think they should.
No, I mean it would be nice if the studios would, because I mean they're still living in like the old paradigm
Mhm.
of how they do things. They've never moved on, because back in the day before before the internet period, 50s, 60s, before then, you had to have you hired people to do it, and you had certain people to do all your artwork for your promotional material and your
Mhm.
your posters, and of course you had it for different countries too. You had all kinds of different artwork, but but they've never moved past that. These days, where you have so much connectivity, you can have a lot of different ideas out there, and they should try to figure out how to, pull more talent than they're doing.
Oh,
instead
yeah,
of just kind of
definitely.
keeping it
Yeah.
to a limited space.
Yeah. I mean, why all these studios aren't knocking on Lionsgate door and saying, "Hey, how are you getting this amazing artwork, putting out these amazing editions, and you're putting them out for $19.99
Yeah.
or maybe $24.99?" It
Yeah.
doesn't make any sense to me how they're able to do that and keep it coming, and yet I'm having to spend $35 to $40 on a Disney steelbook.
Yeah.
That's just the cartoon drawing that was on the poster when it came out. Like there's no other extra effort going into that.
Kind of like Pirates of the Caribbean, the one that came out. If they were to just slap that with a steel book with the same thing that it has already for its transfer, you'd have a shit disc.
Yeah.
Like,
I was
I
gonna
love the
say-
artwork, but what about the movie?
I was going to say earlier, thanks everybody for joining the chat tonight. We appreciate.
Oh, yeah,
your
thank you,
comments.
Oh yeah.
You know,
How many are we up to now, John? How many people we got in the wheel of death?
we got 7 right now.
7. Come,
good.
we gotta keep. Go tell all your friends. Tell them to get over here. Get in the chat. We're gonna be doing this giveaway.
So
at the end of
If
the
it's
show.
an actual physical copy, it's not a digital code.
Not a digital. I mean, it's got the digital if you want to pass.
that's what
it
I
off to a
thought at
friend.
first too.
Fine.
When you brought it
No,
up to
man.
me earlier, I thought it was
No.
just digital code. So
You
that's
know what?
awesome
Movies
that
with
it's
We're
Sue
going-
did the
we're going
same
all out.
thing with us when we were doing Clockwork Orange. She told people that it was a digital. She didn't know that it was going to be a physical.
yeah, because that's
Yeah.
usually what people give away is the digital. So that's cool. That it's
I'm
a
all
brand new
about-
sealed 4K.
I'm all
from
about
someone.
the physical over here.
But I do got a question for you guys since we're kind of on that topic.
Yeah.
'Cause there's a lot of divide right now between this. But what do you guys think about Screen Factory going into 4K? There's a lot of people
It's
saying,
fine with
"No,
me.
I don't want to buy this stuff over again after I
Oh.
bought all these Blu-rays."
This is true. This is true. I do like, however, if they keep it going, these new harder slips that they're doing. If that's going to be the specific, next level to get you to that 4K edition, and if they introduce new art. Now, if they're just going to turn around like Arrow's been doing, they've been reissuing their limited editions, same everything, but now it has the 4K in it. That's some shitty shit to me. I don't understand it. You're not getting anything new as far as the look. They're just throwing in the new disc and wrapping it up and sending it out.
Well,
But-
that funny you mentioned that because
Oh, I still need.
when
that
I
so
got
bad.
this guy,
Yeah,
it did not. I thought it was the 4K, and turned out it was not the 4K, and was the Blu-ray.
Yep.
And had to find this somewhere else to actually get the 4K. So, I'm glad I have it now, but it was a bitch. And
Yeah.
It was from Target too. I bought it from Target.
yeah. I don't know why Arrow decided to take that route. So if Shout is going to learn from that and give us, if they're going to reintroduce past titles that they've already done, then make
Change
me
it
want
up.
to make me want to buy it. Don't give me the same shit with a different disc.
Yeah.
I love these new hard covers like they did on the Halloween sets.
Mm-hmm.
Those are awesome. But give me new artwork, give me those hard covers, and then probably I might start upping my Shout collection.
Same here.
Yeah. Stop it.
I mean,
He still
I
wants to
like
pick it.
Arrow in general. I have both their regular Elvira Mistress of the Dark, with the slipcover one, and then I have the Steelbook that they had come out like a few months later, basically.
Yeah.
But that was one movie I did do a double dip on. There you go.
I agree with you, Dakota, but I just think there's a lot of precedence being put over some of the collecting aspects of movies and not so much on the actual watching the movies these days. That's why I have a problem with
Yeah.
it. A lot of people just collecting shit out there and not
Yeah, 'cause
actual movie
And
fans,
And not watching the
Yeah,
movie
'cause
support.
even-
yeah,
like
you know,
big thing for me with that with what you just said is the Friday the 13th. We had the box set come out, then we got all these individual steel books. It's like, okay, what's going on
Yeah.
here?
Yeah.
I know, because they just did the third one, right? Or it's
Yeah.
coming out.
It's coming out. Yeah.
So it's like, why did you? I mean, like, don't get me wrong. I'm glad I have it. It's a really cool set itself. But
Well, I don't believe the steelbooks.
Yeah,
they're not.
not.
They're not coming from Shout, and they're just
Right.
Blu-ray.
Yeah.
Yeah.
no
Although-
special transfer, no nothing.
I do respect the just going straight theatrical posters so far. If they actually finish the lineup, just straight theatrical posters on
Like the
steelbook,
posters, yeah.
yeah, I might be okay with that. But that and they're coming out like brand new. They're coming out for $16.99. You give them so far
Hey,
with
decent price though.
well with the past two, they've stuck around. I got part 2 for $8 on Amazon like a couple
Yeah.
weeks ago.
Nice.
So they're sticking around and they're dropping in price. So
Yes.
Yeah, because I think this new
I
one,
think it's cool.
this 3 is what $16.99 right now, I
yeah,
believe. So that's not
$16.99 to
bad.
pre-order. No.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
not bad at
everybody's
all.
going to have it. It's not exclusive to Best Buy. Like,
Yeah.
Target's going to have it. Best Buy, Amazon. Everybody's going to have it. So I like that.
Well, and they still need to give the first one a 4K. Like, if anything,
Yeah.
it deserves it.
There's-
So does
there's-
A Nightmare on Elm Street.
we need a new Nightmare
Man.
box so bad.
I know the Blu-ray one's such a disappointment
So
because it's
bad.
just a little slim case. Yeah.
I didn't even buy it. That thing was embarrassing.
Well, it's kind of like the. I would like to see some of the alternative art for movies like The Good and Bad and the Ugly. Like they
Yeah.
had some really cool alternative poster arts, or for different countries, and there's some of the American artwork on the posters was really cool, but we've never seen that. We've never seen that in the releases. So things like that, I agree with. I mean, I agree with the art, poster art, and things like that. You know,
Yeah.
there's more to just the movie, but the it still comes down to the movie. But
Yeah.
but stuff like I like seeing. What I'm getting at is I like seeing the original artwork, the artwork that came out with the movie, or maybe official artwork. I personally like seeing the artwork, but the problem is a lot of the steelbooks we're not even getting that on it. A lot of them, like some of the steelbooks that are coming out, haven't been that great. The artwork's not incredible. You know what I'm talking about.
Oh
I
yeah.
know some of the some of them you've been talking about have been pretty good, but
Well,
there's a lot
I think we've lost a lot of good. I mean, there was that classic theatrical poster look back in 70s and 80s, and
Yeah.
we've lost a lot of that. I mean, like the Indiana Jones. Like I've got the old Blu-ray steelbooks, and they use those theatrical posters for the covers, and then
Yeah.
they redo it, and they're just not using that same awesome artwork. So I'm just passing on it.
Yeah.
But I think we're losing a lot of that. I mean, take Star Wars. Like all the Star Wars movies had the same consistent, awesome collage, just epic looking posters to them. We're not getting that with everything.
That's the sad thing.
Marvel's doing it, but I think they're kind of at least with Phase 1. So far, Phase 2, like the Doctor Strange posters have been cool, but Phase 1, they were cramming so much shit in those posters.
I'm gonna show you. This is what I'm tired of seeing. It seems like everything is like this.
Yeah.
Everybody from the cast just in the middle of a slipcover.
Yeah.
I'm sick of that.
Yeah.
I got
We
that.
can't do anything better than that.
I know.
Yeah.
I know.
What is this person saying?
It's Tim Talks Talkies.
Tim Talks. He said some original artwork is too damn good to screw with. Something like Exorcist is just the best version of the artwork.
Yep.
And some other theatrical posters, mainly from newer stuff, is bland as well, though.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah, but some companies do it. Like I still got this laying next to me, but I showed that last week. I'm sorry, but that's.
Oh,
I think,
yeah,
I
Some
think
Like It
that's. I think that's the original
Yeah.
poster artwork right there. And
I need to get that still.
but that's what I like. What the Paramount Presents collection is doing. You get
Yeah.
the flip open with the original poster,
Yep.
and then the front's usually something else. But then you still get the representation there. It's
Yeah.
really nice. You get the good clear case and all that. So I mean, some of the companies know what they're doing. Some people know what to do as far as preserving the original artwork.
Yeah, I mean, okay. Talking about artwork, like with the Addams Family 4K that came out, I don't like the cover.
What
I don't
Why
remember what
didn't-
that cover looks like.
It's if you want, I'll grab it and I'll show you.
Does it just have I don't remember what that
blue.
cover looks like. Oh, okay. I have
Did you even get it or no?
I didn't get the 4K, but I've got the old Steelbook, and I'm pretty sure it has a theatrical poster on it.
Yeah, because the 4K doesn't have that. It's just a blue background with them in the front. That's it. With saying more Mamushka. That's the word.
No.
I know one that I would want, a 4K steelbook of The Fugitive, and if they put
Ooh.
that rewards poster of him,
Oh yeah.
There you
oh
go.
gosh, I'd go crazy.
That would be
That's
a
like
good
a
one.
holy grail for me right now from 4K.
Oh yeah. I mean, because if you think about it, the Labyrinth steelbook is actually the poster art.
Yeah, I like those art. I like that artwork as well. This is a little off what somebody's talking about in there, but I do like who is that? Mill Creek is putting out the VHS slip covers for Blu-rays.
Yes.
Yeah, I like all those. I think those are pretty cool. Because they still had great artwork in some of, and actually that's something they talk about in some of those documentaries about VHS is they have, the VHS covers. They really wanted to draw people into renting a VHS, so they had some really incredible artwork on those.
Oh, I know. I mean,
that
I remember being a kid, just the artwork alone to draw me in.
and they didn't. It didn't actually represent the movie at all. And usually you're like, "What the hell is this movie?" Whenever.
I know you
But-
go home and you're like, oh, I can't wait to watch this. And then when it's done, you're like, what the fuck did I just watch?
Yeah, the horror movies really did that. The horror movies really
Oh,
just
yeah.
represented what they were doing.
Oh yeah, those
Yeah.
got some good ones back in. Dude, I thought that Addams Family Steelbook had the classic poster on it, and I got it off the shelf. I was like, I don't know what the hell I was thinking. This was the original Blu-ray, but it's just Cousin It.
Yeah, that's fair.
What?
And then, but like if you look really closely in his glasses, you see the family. Like you see the.
Oh, God.
Yeah, that's pretty
like-
horrible.
I know.
That is
but,
horrible.
Like, the
That's
back
bad.
image.
Yeah,
Oh, the Ghostbusters, yeah.
Yeah, I was.
Yes, man.
They could have used something so much better for
That just
Ghostbusters
looked like a
slipcover.
picture from the magazine or something,
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah,
that's
because you
funny.
ended up getting that Ghostbusters ectoplasmic box thing, right?
Finally, yeah.
Yeah.
Took forever to
Finally.
get here. Took forever to get here.
Oh,
And,
it
well,
took forever to get there.
yeah, I finally got the UK steelbook for Afterlife. I mean, I thought at least this was kind of a good idea. It was you got the rundown Echo 1. That's at least, and then the back you got the license plate. So I mean, but yeah, I thought that slipcover for the 4K it's just lazy. I don't
Ridiculous,
understand why
yeah.
they used it.
I would have been fine with them just kind of going generic, keeping the Ghost doing
Right.
its like
Yeah.
standard, then number 2, and then number
I
3. I would have been fine with that.
That's what they did inside of this big ass box on the slip covers for those. I'm pretty sure. Let me bust this out real quick. Yeah, we got you got the classic just Ghost for number 1,
Yeah.
and then you got the classic Ghost for number 2. And then for Afterlife, they took the number 1, but they made them like run down and rusted looking.
Aw,
So you didn't get the 3, but I mean, I think if they would have done
that would have been cool.
It would have been cool, but you would have got people bitching like crazy.
Yep.
Probably.
They already bitched enough over this box set. Don't let them do it anymore.
I know too many people bitch and complain. You get what you get.
This thing became an ordeal.
Yeah, it did.
I think it'll just get worse the slower that physical media when the slow down, especially through the major studios. Because I say in the next 5 years we'll see a lot of the major studios completely drop out of printing physical media. It will be relying on, but hopefully when they do, they will hand over they will either sell their copyright to, places like Arrow and all the the subsidiary companies.
Yeah.
That would be good. I mean, put it in the hands of somebody that's actually going to put
Yeah.
some work into it. I mean,
Yeah.
because
He
we
cares a
know,
lot about it.
yeah, because if you give studios like Arrow and Shout production rights, it's at least going to get some cool looking covers.
Mm-hmm.
I think
Oh,
we
yeah.
have I think we have quite a lot. I think I lost my.
Headphones again, man. It's in Beats by Dre, yo.
You guys can probably still hear me, but they probably lost their.
I can hear
I
you.
lost my train of thought because I lost my headphones.
Yeah.
Well, I know when it comes to restoration, there's been some 4Ks that have, gotten another master as a 4K like this one.
I have it. I've yet to watch it. Did it get a good upgrade?
It got another upgrade, so to speak. Even though it was already out on 4K, when they did the box set, they actually gave it another treatment. So the color timing is actually a lot different.
Okay.
So it actually looks better in a sense.
Yeah, I hear 2 was the best looking one out of that set.
Oh my God, it looks so pretty.
Oh, I bet that was they went to some great locations in that one.
Yeah, they did. I'm anxious to watch Phenomenon 4K, see how that one turned out.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, sorry about that again. I don't know what's going on. It just my headphones are just turning themselves off for some weird reason.
Weird.
I think we got some ghosts here or something.
That's what
Turning
it
my
is.
headphones
That's
off.
what it
Draining
is.
the energy.
Yeah.
Stop it. Anybody got like favorite steel books that they own? Like they could almost consider number one?
Oh God,
I have no idea.
that's an awful question. I can't do it.
You can't do it.
I've had several people ask me that question, and I just always tell them, give me a genre, because then at least I can narrow it down a little bit.
Comedy.
Because, oh God, that was fast. Okay. Oh man. Too bad it can't be one I had made. Oh, here you go.
The Deadpool's really cool. I think it's a cool one.
Here's one
I
that
don't really have a favorite, but that's a
Okay.
good one.
this one's cool just because it exists. It's sad that there's no inside art. It's just metal. But they actually made a steelbook that holds Hot Shots 1 and 2.
Oh, nice. That's awesome.
It took me forever to find this thing because I forget what country it was exclusive to, but
Huh. I didn't. Yeah, it goes to show how much I know.
Yeah, I actually watched Hot Shots Part 2 other night on Hulu, and
oh
that
yeah,
movie sucks. It's not near as good.
Well, if
Yeah.
anybody here remembers the show, Whose Line Is It Anyway? The tall guy,
Yeah.
Ryan Stiles, he's in the movie.
yeah, I love that guy.
Which I
He's
mean,
funny as hell.
It is what it is, but that's when, and it's made by I think Jerry Abrams made that because he was part of Jerry or Abrams. I think it's Jerry Abrams, but he's part of Zucker Brothers and all that stuff, which made Airplane and all that those movies. So they were kind of the originators of that genre. That, the mock you movies.
Yeah,
Yeah.
And I just didn't like that one. I like the first Hot Shots. I think Hot Shots 1 is good, but 2 just was.
it was
It was
bad.
starting to lose. It was starting to lose its. Kind of lose its touch.
Here's
4KDRAY,
one.
do you know the Hot Shot movies?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, you got to.
One was
You got
definitely
to.
better than part 2.
Yes.
Wasn't sure if you knew of those because I noticed we were all like talking and you're like sitting back as if like, do I know this movie? So I
Yeah, I
wasn't
know. I'm
sure.
looking at everybackgrounds backgrounds, trying to see what's back there.
He's studying
no,
our collections.
I have
Yeah.
a Freddy versus Jason glass, set over here, cups, and 2 different type of Funko things. One's a Beetlejuice, one's Elvira, and then some movies like Rambo, Tremors, Coraline dolls, and Gremlin, Scooby-Doo, and Friday the 13th.
I have a film that, number one, it has a really cool steelbook. Number two, the talk of a sequel has been in the works since this movie came out, and we have yet to get it. I would like y'all's opinion on number one, would it still work today?
Probably not.
Probably not. But number two, if they were to actually do a sequel to this movie, how excited would you be? But that's for Three Amigos. Be honest.
God.
Three Amigos.
Be honest. But is it too late? Is it too late?
Yes.
Has the sequel it's just out of
I
reach? We're
think-
never going to see it. Or do you think that there's going to be a number that they're going to reach? It's going to get all three of these guys back on screen together.
I don't think
that's
so, but
tough.
will we ever see a remake of it? I believe so.
Oh God, I hope not. God, I hope
I
not.
doubt
Do
we'll
not
ever see
remake this.
another.
No, do not remake this.
You put it out there now. You put it out there.
I know.
Now.
Do
Nobody
not
will.
remake
It's
this.
gonna happen. They
Oh, my
do it with
God.
everything we love that doesn't need to be done.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, Wapo, here come the guns. I love that movie, man.
There was like an award show one time, and I forget, and I'm wanting to say it was I want to say they were honoring Chevy Chase. And they had a call in on the screen of Steve and Marty, and they were together, but they just weren't there. And it was funny because like they like came like kind of loosely dressed like amigos, and they're like, "We're here on the set of the sequel. Sorry, we couldn't have you, Chevy." I was like, "Man, if they're telling the truth, I'm gonna be pissed right now."
Yeah. Well, I know that Wayne's World 3 was supposed to happen.
Yeah.
Oh,
And-
decades ago.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, the
It-
only
it's-
holdout at this time would be Chevy Chase because, I mean, sadly enough, out of the three, he's the one that has not held up well, to put it nicely. So I don't even know if he would be interested in even being on screen.
Too much.
Yeah, for sure.
No, it's surprisingly
80s.
enough, if you guys follow his Instagram, he's actually looking a lot better.
I have
He's
seen his
looking
Instagram.
healthier. Huh?
He's looking good, but the times where he's like having to communicate, it's sad. It's just a little sad.
He was good in this.
He was good in
For the
that,
most
but
part.
like all you heard was like the awful behind the scenes stuff.
Yeah.
Like he didn't want to be there, and
Probably.
especially like toward the end, I think it got better. But in the beginning, he thought he was above it the whole time. Is what it sounded like to me.
That's what I heard.
He's evidently always been like that because he got in a fight with Bill Murray on the Saturday Night Live set.
Yeah,
Because he was like that. Because after the first season, he just left. I think it's the first season he left and he just kind of.
Go ahead. Sorry.
No, he just left to go do movies. But he was just being an asshole, and Bill Murray, like I think, actually got in a fight with him backstage.
yeah. I remember.
Yeah,
seeing
I
that.
heard about that.
Some sort of documentary or something. I heard that.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a guy I watch on YouTube, Minty Comedic Arts. He does that 10 things you didn't know about all these other movies. One of them happened to be Nothing But Trouble. And he talked about how Chevy kind of basically butted heads with, cast members, crew members, even though the one person he got along with the best was Dan Aykroyd because he was the creator, the director, and star at the same time, if you think about it. And they've known each other for years. So it was easy for them to get along. But with like Demi Moore and the other people, apparently, he just caused a lot of trouble.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Tim
because
Talks is dropping a lot of shit on Chevy right now.
yeah, because he well that tension, like you can almost cut it with a knife in crap, I went blank there in Caddyshack.
Oh,
when
yeah.
Because that movie, they shot that like right after, not long after that incident on SNL, and
Because they only had like one scene together in the whole movie, didn't they?
I think they have a couple, but like it just seems kind of awkward. Now they were both professionals, and the scenes they did were great, because you have that classic scene. I don't know if everybody's seen Caddyshack or not. It's
I know
I
Caddyshack.
think everybody's I hope everybody's seen it, but
I would think anybody who's a movie nerd should know Caddyshack.
They should, and it should also get a 4K because this is
You know
past
what? Yeah,
due. This is past due right here.
Yeah, I agree. Hell, let's give Cheech and Chong a 4K.
All right, that might have gone too far. That might have gone a little too far.
I mean,
I just
I'd
like to get all
I'd
their
be
stuff
okay
in
with that.
Blu-ray.
Yeah.
What's your favorite Cheech and Chong movie?
Me personally, I think Up in Smoke. The very first one.
Yeah.
I would definitely have to say it's Up in Smoke. As much as I like the other ones, to me, Up in Smoke, it's the original. And the sequels, they actually were all funny. It's not like you were disappointed by them because they weren't meant to be serious anyway. Yeah, I would say that one, and next to that one would be the one called Next Movie.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't know which one I like better. Next Movie or Nice Dreams.
See, my order would be Up in Smoke, then the I just said it.
Some of the other ones they did later on that weren't like really necessarily like the the weed movies, like Corsican Brothers and God, I can't think of the name of that movie. It's All We Need. there's a couple more others. It's not necessarily like the the kind of stoner movies.
Hmm. I like stoner movies. I mean, I would consider Don't Tell Mom the Babysitter's Dead a stoner movie. I really would.
Yeah.
Yeah, the brother is pretty. Yeah.
Well, there's some
Exactly.
Yeah.
Well, there's some things that are definitely. There's some movies that are made. They're actual stoner movies that are made
No, I
be
know,
under
I
the
know.
influence, and then there's some movies that are just about stoners, and sometimes they're all good to watch, but sometimes
Yeah.
a movie
But
that's kind of
But that movie needs a Blu-ray too, or a 4K, one or the other.
I don't
Because
does it not
the
have a
Blu-ray?
Blu-ray?
The Blu-ray looks pretty good. What? Which one are you talking about?
Don't Tell Mom the Babysitter's
Oh,
Dead.
yeah,
There's
yeah,
no Blu-ray.
There's not?
No?
No.
That'd be a good shout release.
Oh, dude, I think that'd be a popular one.
Mm-hmm.
That seems like a type of one where you could put it as a steelbook and it'd sell out.
Yeah, definitely would.
Or I mean, just give it
One-
their classic slipcover. I mean, honestly.
One I'd like to see is from the '90s. Is called Slums of Beverly Hills. I don't know if you've ever seen that one. That's a really good movie.
I've
Alan
seen
Arkin.
it. Yeah, I've seen it.
Oh yeah, I remember that one.
And
Yeah,
also
Don't
I
Tell
wanna see
Mom if they-
Gleaming. I want to see
ahead.
Gleaming the Cube.
Oh
put
yes,
in.
definitely.
Oh, yeah.
Yes. I
I was going to say with the Don't Tell Mom custom steelbook, make it a gravestone.
That'd be funny.
Yeah.
So like, I was excited when Shout did The Wizard. Did y'all get that one? Oh man, I love this movie.
It's funny. I have it with an old DVD pack that's
Oh, yeah?
family favorites. So I do plan on upgrading it to the Blu-ray. It's just during the time it came out and everything, I didn't even have any money to really collect anything at the time. So I had to miss out. I know you can still get it, but
Yeah.
the first time around, it usually has the slip cover and everything. And this time, if I buy it, it probably won't have it. So, and I was hoping to have the slip.
Right.
Things Are Tough All Over. That's the name of that movie I was trying to think about. Sorry.
Oh no, you're fine.
Cheech and Chong movie. It's called Things Are Tough All Over. That was one they
I don't
made in the
even think I
80s.
know that one.
It's one of their later ones. I don't know if it might have been their last one they made together, at least in the 80s. Last one they made in the 80s together.
Because they took a
'Cause-
long break.
Yeah, well, Cheech Marin went on his own. He did Born
Like
in
a
East
TV
LA.
show.
We did Born in East LA. That
Yeah, he
movie.
did. But didn't he do a TV show too? He took off his, mustache and did like a cop show.
Yeah. Yeah, there's another one with Don Johnson. It was
I can't remember the name of the show, but I used to watch it.
Tango. I was getting ready to say Tango and Cash, but it's something like that. But it's
about to say Tango and
no,
Cash.
it was Nash Bridge. It was Nash Bridges. That was it.
Nash
Bridges.
Bridges,
Excuse me.
okay.
Had some syllables or something there, right? But no, I really like. Don't Tell Mom the Babysitter's Dead. That's a good movie. It does need a Blu-ray release.
It does. And it should get a custom steelbook, but make the steelbook like a gravestone.
Well, it just
or a
needs
coffin.
Steelbook, don't to be custom, but
It'd fit
Just
the
needs a
theme. I mean,
steelbook.
hell, it'd fit the theme for a vampire movie too.
I wonder who has the rights to that movie.
I think it's Fox, so I think Disney owns it.
yeah. Yeah, I think that's why I was trying to look up earlier for Die Hard. I think Fox owns Die Hard too, so that's the
Yeah.
big
Oh,
problem.
Yeah.
you're right.
Yeah, they do.
They even own the rights to the Aliens movies.
Yep.
God damn.
Yeah, I came upon a random YouTube channel today. I get all kinds of weird stuff, but he was like a guy that did a lot of theme park
Hmm.
reviews and things like that. And he's like an older guy. He said, "Well, I take my grandkids, I take my kids to Disney World." And he said, I've always been a big supporter of Disney, but he said all they're doing now is just trying to screw the consumer. They want every bit of money because like everything in the parks, it used to be, you're paying. He said like you're paying $800 for a room per night. to go
Yeah.
to a Disney resort. And he said, but now he said, used to you got your you got a shuttle from the airport to the hotel for free, and you
Yeah.
parked for free. And they said now they're charging for everything, and then you got to pay to get into the park separate, and then you got to pay to get on the rides separate. Sometimes to pay for different perks to get on the rides, and he said it's just crazy. They've went nuts.
But has he bought in season passes? Like, what is?
Yeah,
'cause that's
he like I hear it across the board through all kinds of these people that do reviews on theme parks and stuff like that. They across the board, like everything they're
Huh.
doing is just gouging for money.
so. In
They-
other words, like a season pass
Like-
just means you're able to get into the park, but everything else is separate.
Yeah, they changed all that. Like especially around when COVID hit, they changed
Mhm.
all of that with their season passes. I think they went up in prices, and they started limiting some of the access you got with your season pass. It used to, I think, with season passes you got, or you might have to pay extra, but I'm not sure. But you used to have like a express pass that allowed you to basically skip the lines and move to the front of the line.
hmm
And now they charge for all that stuff, and it's like, and they double charge you. Like you got to charge. They charge you to get on the ride. Certain rides they charge you to get on after you've paid to get into the park, and then you got to pay extra to even get to get into the express line for that ride.
Well, it's like Cartman
Everything.
said in South Park. It's lines above lines above lines. Like even if you get an express pass, you got to stand in line for that.
Well, and then of course they've got that new Star Wars themed
Oh yeah, the Galaxy's
X-
Edge thing.
they got the Galaxy's Edge, but they have the new
It's like almost like a
what's it called?
hotel, isn't it?
It's a resort, but it's like it's
Yeah.
a 2-day, it's a 48-hour experience. It's cost for a family of 4, it's $6,000.
What the shit?
Damn.
And people have been it's lame too, because there's nothing, you don't really do anything. You basically go in to an enclosed building. Like your room it has like an LCD screen or something on the wall that makes it
Yeah.
look like you're in space.
Mhm.
But they don't, it's stupid. Like they have some like theatrical stuff going on, some interactions, but it's for $6,000. It's just sounds horrible.
It's funny that you mentioned that because there was something I saw, and I think it's at the Disney World in Florida, but it's a ride where you basically go up to space, but it's not necessarily a ride. It's a restaurant. You're going to a so-called restaurant, but it's built to make it look like you're literally leaving the Earth to have dinner in space or lunch.
Yeah, that's kind of like the whole idea with the Star Wars thing now. It would be cool if it's like 48 hours, like at the end of the last day, freaking Vader comes in as stormtroopers, they just start trashing the whole damn place, and like that's like the end of your experience. You have to run for your life.
Uh-huh.
That might be kind of fun.
Kal-El mentioned Friday as being a stoner movie. It was just really funny because this week I actually, for some reason, I never owned Next Friday, so I bought Next Friday on.
Oh,
And
nice.
and that's I don't know why I wanted it, but it's not near as good as the first one, obviously, but it's a fun movie, kind of fun.
I mean, I like them all,
Yeah.
but I would say definitely the first one's the better one, of course.
It's a little over the top because it was like produced by Ice Cube, and I think
Mike
he
Epps.
wrote it. He wrote it as well.
He wrote Friday, but he got someone else to direct
I'm talking
it.
about Next Friday. I'm talking about Next Friday, not Friday. I don't know who directed. I don't know who wrote Friday. I think he did write Friday, didn't he? But it's directed by
Somebody else.
I know the guy. He just passed away just a while back.
Yeah.
Um,
I think he
can't
did
think
do
of
the
his name
second
right
one.
now. Yeah.
I think he did the second one.
Isn't there a Friday after next as well? I don't
Yes.
think I've
Yeah.
ever seen that.
Yeah,
Yes,
think
there
I've ever
is. I
seen that
haven't.
I haven't watched that one either.
Yeah. I mean, I enjoy them. Yes, they're stupid, in general, but damn it, I love it. I have fun with them. And everybody's different on that because I know there are people who will like certain horror that I don't particularly go for, or even dramas, action, whatever it may be. I won't agree all the time with someone's taste in movies because everybody's got to have their own, background to kind of show off what they have and see if you guys do have the same movies or not, and then learn about new movies. You're like, oh, that might be cool, Like a new movie, one of the new movies I got was called The Colony. Anybody know that name?
Yes.
The Colony.
I don't know if I've seen that.
No.
It's newer.
Yeah, I've seen. I might have a copy of it somewhere, but I don't think I've watched it yet. I think it's that kind of on the Dollar Tree movies that came out a while back.
No, because I got mine at Best Buy. Because this one, it looks like it's a bigger budget type of film, and it's basically people who left Earth, but then came back to Earth like so many years later, basically, and are trying to repopulate Earth, retake Earth again, so to speak, in a sense. Like it's been hundreds, maybe even thousands of years since humans had been there, so they went back to colonize it again. Interesting aspect. I mean, it sounded different. I was like, okay, I might enjoy the movie. Like the movie Underwater with Kristen
Stewart. Yeah.
Stewart, thank you.
Yep.
I enjoyed that.
Yep.
I enjoyed that movie. I mean,
That's been
hell,
a
at the
long
end,
time.
such a big surprise.
Yeah, I was surprised. I started hearing people talk about it, so I was like, let me check it out. And yeah, that was really good.
Oh, yeah, because when you don't know what's coming, I loved it. Because at the end, I mean, like, yeah, you were, like, hoping to see more because it doesn't happen until, like, towards the end of the movie anyway. But it was worth it in a way, too.
The
Y'all have
suits
to
they
check
were
out
in.
Friday After Next. Everybody's
Suits
saying
they
Friday
used
After
in
Next.
Underwater made me think of Gears of War. I was like, oh, that will work.
What was that, John?
No, I'm sorry. The people in chatters is saying that Friday After Next is actually the second best one. They say it's pretty funny, actually.
Yeah, hilarious.
I'll have to check it out. It's not available on Blu-ray as far as I can tell. I'll have to do a little more investigating, but it looks like it's just available. And it looks like it's out of print on DVD as well. I don't know. I'll have to see.
Really?
I don't know if it's out of print, but it's not coming up on Amazon, so I'll have to look for it later on.
Somebody hit up Ice Cube. Let's see what the fuck's going on with that one.
I think you can get it from Best Buy.
It's possible.
Just type in Friday movie set.
Yeah. I would think it'd be available on Blu-ray, but don't make any sense. But I'll definitely have to check that one out. It's got Terry Crews in it, I noticed from the cover, so it's pretty cool. I love everybody hates Chris. Did anybody watch that series?
Oh yeah,
yeah, I know that.
He's great in that.
Everybody loves Terry Crews.
Did you say Ted Cruz? You
I said Terry Crews. That'd have been great if I did.
Ted Cruz.
Just trying to subliminal message everybody while I'm in here.
No, but were you 4K? Did you respond earlier when I said something about Gleaming the Cube, or were you talking about something else? Yeah,
no, I was talking about Gleaming the Cube. I love that movie. I've talked about it so many times. Like,
I can't believe it's not been transferred yet. I don't know what they're.
Yeah, me neither. And every time I think about a movie and want to go back and buy it, either a Blu-ray or 4K gets announced. So I've been holding off from trying to buy it because I know it's going to happen. It just happened to me again a couple weeks ago. I started talking about Ghost in the Darkness, and I wanted it. I went to a used bookstore up the street from me to see if they had it. Then I was about to order it off Macari. Next thing I know, they just announced a Blu-ray for it. So I'm like, okay, I'm glad I didn't buy it. Maybe it wasn't meant to be there for me for that very reason.
Dude, I forgot all about that movie. That Gleaming the Cube movie. I used to watch that movie like crazy.
All the time.
It used to be called A Brother's Justice usually when it was on TV. I think A lot of times it would be called a Brother's Justice. It had like another title for some reason. I guess
How
they
has
thought
that
people
not
wouldn't
been
understand
released
what
by somebody?
Right.
Well, I remember a couple years ago whenever I was ordering stuff from from Vinegar Syndrome, and they had a poll on there asking people what they wanted to see released, and I think several people would put that on there, or at least I put it on there. So I mean, these people are aware that people want that, so I assume it's a rights issue. They just can't get the rights. I don't know why they can't get a rights to a late '80s movie.
Which
It don't
movie
make
are
any
you talking
sense.
about?
Gleaming the Cube.
Oh, huh. Because I know, I think it was Beastmaster that got Vinegar Syndrome's, release. And boy, I got to admit, like, that one, if you want heavy grain, that one is heavy grain. I don't know if anybody else agrees with that, but that one's heavy.
And there was two more that I put in the chat. I think License to Drive. I think that has an import Blu-ray, but
Yes.
not a US release. I would love to have that. And then
Yeah.
was it? I think '89's Lover Boy, Patrick Dempsey. I would
Oh
love to
yeah.
have that too. I love those movies.
I know True Lies does have a Blu-ray, but it's, I think, Italian.
Yeah, yep.
So
Everybody's been asking for that 4K as well, but I don't see
Oh,
that
yeah.
giving that either.
Tim,
well,
Thrashing got a
supposedly
Blu-ray.
The Abyss is done.
Yeah,
Yeah. Thrashing got a Blu-ray release. Tim, that's a skateboarding movie.
yeah.
The movie
from the
Rad.
80s.
Rad, yeah.
Yeah, I got the rad one.
You know what
not a
movie that
skateboard,
also
though.
needs a
Big money.
Blu-ray? A movie called Airborne. If
Oh
anybody
yeah,
knows that.
yep, yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, with young Seth
Yeah.
Green, Jack Black. Oh my God, they were so
that
young.
That was my thing back in the day. I used to either want to do skateboarding or BMX till I started seeing like how many injuries they got. I was like, oh no, never mind. Changed my
Yeah,
mind
and
on
then with Airborne, you got the ice hockey and rollerblading.
that. Yeah,
That was
know,
shot. They shot a lot of that movie around. Not around here, but they shot it in the Cincinnati, northern Kentucky area.
Huh.
Yeah.
I think that's where it was supposed to take place, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, Cincinnati.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. Because I think I remember hearing that in the movie Cincinnati. Yeah, so I think that was it.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they shot a lot of it around here as well. I'm quite positive.
Nice.
Yeah.
Huh, that's cool. Yeah, it's funny. Earlier today, when I went on YouTube, it actually showed someone who did a vlog going to the last blockbuster on Earth.
Yeah, I skateboarded too, Tim. That's why I was always into that.
I like skateboard movies. Hell, I mean, what was it? Dirt Bike Kid?
It's
Anybody
not a
know that
skateboard
one?
But yeah, I have that one on Blu-ray.
Because Dirt Bike Kid, the kid from that, he's from A Christmas Story, isn't he? The one that plays Ralphie? Yeah. I loved those movies. Still love them.
Yeah,
But those are awesome.
I think he directed some of the It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia, and also Fred Savage did as well. But he directed some of those episodes. I'm pretty sure he definitely is in Iron Man 1, the first Iron Man movie.
Wait,
'Cause
who
he
is?
was like a producer, the guy that played Ralphie.
Yeah,
Really?
yeah. They
He's,
kind of they made a callback to that in the Spider-Man film.
Yeah, he's the scientist that's telling what's his name? Well, I'm going blank on everything tonight.
Downey?
Is that Bridges?
Jeff Bridges' character.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
He's telling him he's the scientist that's saying that he's telling him we need to miniaturize this technology, and he said, he said Tony Stark did it in a cave, and he's like, but I'm not Tony Stark. It's that guy.
Oh, that guy.
He's
Okay.
balding. He's balding in the movie. I think they had him made up like that, but he's like a bald head guy in the movie.
That was the Ralphie guy.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
I'll have to definitely watch that again because I was not aware of that actually.
Why am I blanking on Ironmonger's? Why am I blanking on his character name? I don't know. I'm
He was
stupid
in.
tonight.
He was in a Far From Home too,
Was it?
as the same character.
God damn it! Now I'm gonna have to rewatch it because I don't remember that. Oh, okay, yeah. That in Far From Home, what was he?
He was just
Like
one
what
of
scene?
the. Well, he was just one of Mysterio's little like minions on the computers.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah, he's just one of the little scientist guys.
Yeah,
But he's in Iron Man.
the first one. Yeah.
Wow. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna definitely have to. Yeah, maybe after I'm done with you guys.
I
Check
think he
that
may
out.
have been a producer on the movie, one of the producers, because I think he's like friends with John Favreau and all that stuff. I think that's why he got. I
I can see that.
Got the role
Speaking
in
of
it,
producers, because I know that Brad Pitt wants to help produce the Beetlejuice 2 movie.
Oh God. I just don't see where you can go with that. With a, how old's Winona now? 50s? She's in her 50s.
No, I don't think she's
gotta
50s. I think
be.
she's like maybe late 40s, but not 50s yet.
She's got to be in her 50s.
I don't know. I could actually check. Hold on.
But anyway,
50.
she's 50. Ha! I kind of.
She
won.
is 50. Oh,
Um,
damn.
Yep.
But I just don't see where you can go with a 50-year-old Winona Ryder and old ass Beetlejuice. I mean, where are you going to go with that? Especially if Tim Burton's not involved. I'm kind of out. Tim Burton might be able to come up with something, but
No, I hear he's still attached to the project. It's just
well, he's probably
the people
on
that
it.
are trying
you
to
know.
get behind the actual making of the movie.
Yeah, I'm sure he's got a producer credit just because that was probably weaved into his original contract. But he's not going to have enough hands into it to make it worth
I
anything.
get
for
that.
me. I don't know. I mean, the Beetlejuice movie was good. It got really kid friendly with that cartoon that came out
Yeah, dude.
afterwards, and that ran for a bit. So I think it's been kind of like, I just don't know where you'd go with it. You know what? Make it a
Does
horror
anybody
movie.
here know the concept of the original Beetlejuice 2 script? Like the story?
Wasn't it Hawaii?
Yes.
Okay, that's awful. Don't do that.
It was Hawaii based, yes, but it also still involved like Beetlejuice's cousin does the rampaging this time.
No.
And Beetlejuice becomes the savior, so to speak.
It sounds like the sequel to The Mask, and we all see how that went.
Well,
that was awful.
guys, we're at the 2-hour mark.
Oh, shit, we are.
Go ahead and do the
We need to do a giveaway.
on the,
Yes,
We're gonna
we
do a
do.
giveaway.
Oh, yeah,
All right,
nice.
we're gonna spin.
All right.
We're gonna spin the wheel of death. How this works is everybody's name has gotten put on the wheel. We're gonna spin it and knock off one at a time. So don't get
Before
excited
we
when your
do
name
so-
pops up.
Yes, and before we do so, thank you 4KDRAY for joining us.
Yes,
We
sir.
appreciate having you on. Hopefully we can do this again.
Okay, so this is going to go to
Absolutely.
whoever's name is left
Yes.
last.
Yes,
Okay.
the
Nice,
last
okay.
name is the winner.
That's cool.
You guys ready?
Yes.
Let's do it. Let's begin and see what happens. I always get excited. I don't have anybody to cheer on this time. Let me pick somebody. Hold on. Last time I
Go.
definitely had somebody I did not want to win.
I'm going Jared Runner.
Okay. There we go.
There we
let's
go.
see what happens. Oh no.
Oh, Jerry, you're first
that
off
was
the board.
That was so fast. That was so fast. Wow.
The thing said winner, but it sometimes it resets itself from the last time. So we're still doing elimination though.
Yeah. You're a winner in our books. That's all that matters.
Yes.
Was that Bin Buster?
Ben Buster. Yeah.
Oh, bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
I like this. I've never seen anybody do it this way. It's pretty cool.
It's fun, man. It's fun.
It's like Steve Harvey when he had to give the bad news.
Yeah, it keeps
Yeah.
everybody on their toes for quite some time. It really does.
Oh, goodbye, Jagoda.
Oh, dang. You were really active in the chat too, man. I'm
Yes.
sorry.
Yeah, he was.
Yes. Yeah, thanks everybody for being active in the chat.
Yes.
Appreciate everybody stopping by. stop by more for. We try to have a guest.
Oh, that was
every
my
week.
guy. I
Oh
wanted to win, too.
man.
He's so supportive in everybody's chat. Any movie, he's younger, so anything that he hasn't seen, he will go back and watch it and let everybody
that's
know
cool.
what he thought.
Cool.
That is
Nice.
awesome. We've
All
really
right,
got to
who's
come up with
next?
some background music for this thing.
Oh, they got
aw.
some. StreamYard has some.
Yeah, just some like really generic game show music would be
Oh,
great.
Cal's still in there. Tim Talks
Oh.
Talkies.
Oh, these are good ones. These are good ones.
Yes.
Oh, is it gonna make it?
Uh-oh.
No. Oh,
Oh.
no. Oh, man.
No.
Dang. All right, so we're down to our final two.
Yes.
We got Tim Talks
50.
Talkies, and I missed the other one. Oh, wait.
Who's
Oh,
going?
it's coming around. Is it gonna go? No. Oh, the winner is that Tim Talks? He's the winner?
Tim Talks, yep.
Talkies the
Tim
winner.
Talks
Tim Talks.
Talkies. Woo! Dude.
You
hit-
won.
You
Congratulations.
can hit any of us, me, John, or Charlie on Instagram. Me directly would be the prime because I'm kind of the one that has it in his hands. So
Okay.
definitely hit me up over there. We'll talk. I'll get your shipping
Nice.
information. But yes, 4KDRAY, thank you for being here tonight.
Oh, yeah.
This was fun. This was some fun chatting going on. And
Yes.
everybody in the chats, that was awesome. Charlie, John, everybody. This was cool.
Yeah,
and yes, I
everybody.
definitely agree with Charlie. I like
go.
the idea of having the Cult of Collectors do a battle one day. That would be
Yes.
interesting to
Yeah.
watch.
Definitely.
Let's see who
Yeah.
comes out the winner. Yes.
Yeah,
I
let's
can't
see.
wait to smoke all of you guys. So
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
You definitely
And
got the
for
bigger
you got-
number.
if there's
you
anything
know-
you want to plug,
the
go for
only
it.
the only reason I want to do it is because I just want to out nerd everybody. I don't really
Yes.
want to win.
Yeah.
I have no interest
That's
in
fair.
Fox knows you can't go
Have
too
no-
deep though. You got
Yeah,
all
I
those
know.
votes and
Yeah.
Oh, I got close on some of those. I went too deep.
yeah.
I just want to get obscure as I possibly could on there. I just want to be like obscure as possible.
It'd
No.
be interesting. It'd be interesting. 4K, is there
One of
anything
these
coming up
days.
that you want to mention real quick?
Yeah, definitely on the channel, you guys. Thursday night, 8:30 p.m. Eastern, tag team battle. Jagoda Blue 7 teaming up with Alex Thomas. They're going up against Movies with Ryan, Ben Buster. It's going to be a lot of fun. First time with a tag team battle. I'm glad they, brought it to my attention, said they wanted to do it. So I can't wait. I'm super excited. I love these themed battles the most than any other just regular battle. So people have been coming at me with some great ideas. So I'm excited about this one. So tune in if you can.
Awesome.
And where
Awesome.
can they find you personally?
Right on my channel, same as the hint here, 4KDRAY, right here on YouTube and Instagram.
All
Nice.
right.
Nice. Awesome. Gentlemen, I hope you have a wonderful night. And
Awesome.
it was good seeing everybody.
Yes.
Yep.
We'll definitely see y'all next
Thanks, everybody,
weekend.
coming.
Thank you again,
guys.
sir.
Yep.
Y'all have a good
Take
night.
care.
All right.
Later.